and welcome to an information video on for IMAC Basic schedule. The schedule can be flown by any type of model capable of doing the schedule. It doesn't have to be a scale aerobatic model, and of course it can be powered IC or electric. You're allowed some basic manoeuvres after takeoff. So I'm going to do half reverse Cuban 8 in a minute because there's one coming up in the schedule, and this gives you a free practice as well as seeing what's going on with the winds aloft. So round the half reverse Cuban 8, and when you come back round at the bottom you'll be running in, so you call in the box that tells the judges that you have completed your pre-manoeuvres. But the judging doesn't start until the aircraft departs straight and level, so there it starts, and this is a roll. 3 or 4 seconds is about right, and it can be right or left, doesn't have to be in the same direction as the arrow. Then you pause and then pull up to the next manoeuvre, lay down Humpty, so up 45 degrees, and then plenty of power as we come over the top of a half loop, easing it off when you go past an horizontal. Look for the 4 to 5 degree downline, mark a line, roll the aircraft the right way up, mark another line, and come out at the bottom. So the rolls are in the centre. And then up for a shark spin. So up, mark the line, roll in the centre of the way up, mark the line, but the radius of the part loops don't all have to be equal, so you can pull hard over the top here, especially if the aircraft's going downwind a long way, and then you can come out gently at the bottom without any degrades. And then run back in for a loop. Best thing to do is to make these fairly large if the aircraft has the power and is capable of doing so, because that gives you time and space to adjust the loop all the way around to make it a constant radius and finish him back out there at the 6 o'clock where we started. The next manoeuvre is a stall turn. Go quite a long way upwind for this one because there's quite a bit of downwind flying in a minute, so give yourself plenty of room. Make sure you correct for the wind on the way up and the way down, and of course a nice crisp stall turn at the top, not a wing over. So there's the stall turn, correct for the wind on the way down, make it vertical and pull back out at the base height. Next manoeuvre is a teardrop. I'm going to pull up early because you don't have to make them bang in the centre, IMAC. So up 45 degrees, pause for a while to give yourself some height, pull over the 5/8 loop until we find the vertical downline with a nice constant radius loop, of course. There's the vertical downline there, hold that for a second or two and then pull back out at the base height. And then we're straight into another down manoeuvre, so another half reverse Cuban 8, so up, mark the line, roll the aircraft inverted, mark the same line, and then a nice constant radius 5/8 loop all the way back down to the base height again. We then run back in for a Humpty bump. Again, I'm going to take this past the centre line. You get judged for airspace control, which is K3 in basic schedule. So go up nice and high as well, and come over the top. Look for the vertical downline, pause, roll in the middle of the vertical downline, pause, and then pull back out. Then I'm going to do the Immelman turn, so pull up for the Immelman turn, make a nice big radius loop because the next manoeuvre is going to be the spin, so give yourself height, and as soon as you get to the top there, immediately start to roll out. Don't make a pause, otherwise you get degraded a little bit. Wait for the aircraft to come to a nice stop and the nose drops into the 1.5 turn spin, and then back out, which can be at the base heights. Fly straight and level for a little bit and then crawl out the box, which tells the judges that you finished the sequence, and then you can come back round and make a normal approach and landing. Again, no show bait on the way down, just straightforward turns to keep things moving along nice and quickly. Set yourself up for a landing. You're not going to be judged on it, but try and make it look as good as you can for everybody else as well. And that's the basic IMAC schedule for 2024. Hope you've enjoyed the video, hope you'll have a go at it, and hope to see a few people giving it a go in some competitions fairly soon.